Hey everyone, welcome back to today's video. In today's video we are discussing about losing weight and how we can do it without doing any type of cardio. Now when I'm referring to cardio, it means getting on a treadmill, it means going on an elliptical, it means going on a stairmaster, your typical cardio routine that you see a lot of people doing at the gym. That is what I'm referring to, okay? Either high intensity interval training or some type of steady state cardio on a machine that you actually do in the gym. That's what we're going to discuss about today, and how we can actually eliminate that and do it without using any of those machines and actually lose weight, lose fat without doing any type of cardio. It is not a necessity, right? You don't need to do cardio in order to lose weight and body fat, but I highly recommend it for everyone who's out there, because I'm going to explain to you why cardio is actually beneficial to help you with your fat loss and your weight loss goals. So if you want to lose weight without actually doing any type of those cardio that I just mentioned earlier, the first thing we should be looking at is actually your calories, right? The best way to actually lose weight and lose body fat is actually creating calorie deficit. So that's the first thing you want to look at when it comes to losing weight, losing body fat without actually doing any type of cardio. So a calorie deficit is what we want to create. That is number one when it comes to losing weight. How much of a calorie deficit you should be in, that really depends from person to person. I recommend anywhere between 300 to 500 deficit. First, you have to find your maintenance calorie, of course. I do have a video of me discussing about how you can find your calories and also your macros in a YouTube video I did earlier in the channel. So if you want to go take a look at that and find out what your maintenance calories first before you actually do your calorie deficit, I'll have the video link in the description. Okay, number two, how can you actually lose weight without doing any type of cardio, is actually strength training, right? If you don't want to do cardio, you don't have to, right? Remember, cardio is a means of burning more calories in order to create that calorie deficit. So if you're already creating calorie deficit from your nutrition, there's no need to do extra cardio. If you're continuously losing weight and you're not plateauing, you want to focus more on strength training than actually cardio. So if you have time out of the week, I recommend you to strength train, because you're going to help keep your muscle mass. It's going to help actually change your body composition, change the way you look. And instead of just doing cardio solely just for weight loss, if you actually want to change how you look entirely throughout the whole year and have long-term success for your weight loss and actually keep the weight off, building that muscle foundation, of what I always talk about is having that solid foundation, right? So when you build a house, you want to make sure you have a solid base, so the structures above that could last a lot longer. Same thing when it comes to losing fat, losing body weight, is making sure you have a solid structure and foundation of muscle. So I recommend anywhere between 2 to 5 times a week if you have the time. So strength training 2 to 5 times a week, allowing you to maintain muscle mass or even build some muscle tissues while you're actually trying to lose weight, and pretty much go through what we call a body recomposition. So a body recomposition is actually when you're simultaneously losing fat and building muscle at the same time. Those are two things you can do in order to lose weight and lose body fat without any type of cardio. The third thing, now some people say this is some type of cardio and you're actually doing some type of activity, and if you're doing this activity, you're actually doing cardio. But in my eyes, cardio, in my definition as a trainer, is actually going on a treadmill, going on some type of machine, and actually putting yourself through a session of some steady state or high interval training. So this number 3 option is actually increasing your activity outside of the gym. So increasing, so now that could be going out for a walk, that could be going out for a hike, that could be playing more basketball, that could be playing more sports on the weekend. It's just some way, somehow increasing your activity throughout the week. For some other people, it might be their job actually. So if your job entails you to be a busboy, be a waiter, waitress, or you work in construction and you're always moving, you might not even need cardio, to be honest, to lose weight. So for some people, they don't need cardio just because of their lifestyle. So if you actually change your lifestyle, so that's pretty much goes with number 3, changing your lifestyle, changing how you actually move around, and actually increasing your movement throughout the week, you might not even need cardio, and it might not even feel like cardio if you're actually incorporating let's say on the weekend you play some intramural sport, right? Or during the week, you commit to taking a walk every now and then, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, or maybe even up to 20-minute walk on certain days. And that might not feel like cardio. Instead of actually going on a treadmill, going to the gym, and seeing yourself looking at the calorie metric and looking to aim for an amount of calorie burn, you can actually just move more outside the gym. And yes, it is cardio. Technically, you're getting out of your way to do more and do some type of cardio work. But in my eyes, if you're actually moving more, changing your lifestyle, changing your habits, it's actually gonna help you. You know, you don't have to do cardio. It's gonna help you overall in your fitness goals. It's gonna help you lose weight, lose fat, without actually doing any type of cardio. Okay, so that's number 3. It's actually increasing your outside activities. Those are 3 ways you can actually lose weight, burn fat without actually doing any type of cardio. A lot of people say like, hey, I know this, Terry. Yeah, it's a calorie deficit. Yeah, and that's why I'm actually saying it here, because it is a calorie deficit. You lose fat from actually being in a calorie deficit. Calorie is king. There's no way you're gonna actually create a calorie deficit from just doing cardio unless you do it every single day, right? So if you want to actually make your life easier, just eat less. That's the bottom line. But with that being said, but cardio is amazing because it allows us to eat more without having to sacrifice our appetite and without having to be in not starvation mode, but without feeling too deprived every single time we're in a calorie deficit. So cardio, is it necessary? No. But do I recommend it? Yes, for sure. It might not be needed in the beginning of your dieting phase, but for a lot of people, once they get towards that lower body fat percentage, once they get towards that single body fat percentage and they want to see their abs, incorporating some type of cardio, whether it be 1 to 5 times a week, it really depends. Like I said, it depends on your lifestyle currently. Like if you're really active outside the gym, like this number 3, increasing your outside activity, you might only need to do cardio maybe 1 to 2 times a week, and that might be enough for you to actually continue to lose body fat, continue to lose the weight you need to lose. But for a lot of people, you might have to increase it a little more. Okay, so cardio is going to help you because we want to be able to eat as much as we can. When it comes to losing body fat, losing weight, if the more we eat, the better. If you can eat more while you lose weight, that would be amazing, because we could lift more in the gym. We can still keep our performance. That's the main thing, right? Keeping our performance is number 1. We don't want to lose our strength in the gym, so being able to still stay at a relatively high calorie intake for our body composition and for our body weight, while still trying to create that calorie deficit without just dropping food out of the day, is super important. So that's why we want to do some type of cardio. Okay, so cardio is going to be very beneficial. Not only is it good for that, but it's also good for your health, right? We don't want to be able to just walk up a flight of stairs and then be out of breath every single time that we do that. So do that. If it's not cardio in the gym, do what I said down here, right? That could be increasing your outside activity. Go for walks, go for hikes. If you enjoy doing that, go do that instead. Maybe go for bike rides. That could be your form of cardio. But it doesn't have to be cardio in the gym, like staying on a treadmill, staying on some type of elliptical and doing that. Now, if it's cold outside, maybe it's better to just go to the gym, because you might not be able to do as much things as you want in comparison to if it was just the nice weather in the fall or summer where you could just be outside and do some type of activity. So cardio, once again, it is not mandatory, but it can be helpful for a lot of people because it can create that calorie deficit without being too harsh up here, without being too harsh up there with our nutrition, and it allows us to still be in a calorie deficit. And that's the name of the game. When it comes to losing weight, when it comes to losing body fat, it all comes down to calorie deficit, right? Eating less or burning more than what we take in order for our body to actually use the fat in our own body as fuel, and that's how we decrease body fat percentage, right? So hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, because that's gonna be really helpful for this video and also this YouTube channel. and also subscribe down below if you didn't yet, because we do put out 2 videos here every single week, right? So if you're a foodie lover, you're a fitness lover, I talk about fitness in my foodie videos, and I also show that I eat all types of food, because you can still find that right balance when it comes to fitness and nutrition and also your social life, right? And you can still hit your fitness goals while you still eat out for majority of the people out there. So if you didn't subscribe yet, make sure you subscribe down below. Also, if you have any questions or comment about future fitness topics that you want me to go over and how I can help you, make sure you comment down below in that comment box. And I know a lot of people can look at this and say, hey, this is so simple and this is such simplistic advice, and I know, but that's how you actually lose weight and lose body fat. I know some of this is doing cardio, but I'm referring to the gym and actually getting on a treadmill, getting on some type of piece of equipment, and where you're actually staying on there for like 20-30 minutes in order to just burn calories. I'm saying you don't have to do that if you don't want to. There's other means of burning calories, and also other means of, you know, losing weight and losing body fat without actually having to do that in the gym if you don't want to, right? If you like doing that, if you think it's helpful, like I said, can be helpful for some people, and some people should be incorporating it because it's just good overall. Other than that, hope this video was helpful. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.